do it. And he understood that, and he left us alone, and we would have never moved our military out first. We would have never, they would have gone last. First Americans, then our people that deserve to come out, of which, by the way, the people that came out are not the ones that they were talking about. That was just like a mad rush. But Abdul understood that he was not going to do anything to us, and we would have taken our soldiers out last. We would have bombed our 5 bases, and we were going to occupy Bagram for a long time to come, and it would have been so good. But this guy, they just took the military out first. That's like the captain of the ship, much more severe, by the way. If a captain of a ship goes, you say, all right, he didn't have guts, but it's not going to affect it too much. They took the military out first, and that's why you have those 13 empty seats right there. That's why, because they took the military out first, and they created a void, and the Taliban said, what's going on? I can just see Abdul. He gets a call or a message that said, the military has left. He said, you're nuts, in their language. There's no way. Sir, the military has left. They've abandoned, they've surrendered, they've quit, whatever the hell he said. And I guarantee he said there's no way that happened. Nobody could be that stupid. They're smart. You know, they're good fighters. The Taliban, the Afghans generally are very good fighters, very good, among the best, actually. And they said, no, he did. And they sent a group in, and they said, you know what? The military is not there anymore. That's why we had to bring people in that weren't even familiar with all of it. They brought those 13 great people, and many that are wounded, very seriously wounded. They brought them in, among others. They moved. This Millie is an idiot. I got to know him. He's an idiot. Okay? They moved the military out first. Let's get the military out, and then after that, we'll negotiate for hostages, okay? And let's leave them $85 billion in America's finest weapons and latest equipment. And he abandoned hundreds of American citizens in enemy-occupied territory, and the press is trying to play the whole situation down like it never took place because they are among the most corrupt people in this country. You don't even see it anymore about Afghanistan. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about it, but I will. The Democrats are after me with prosecutors and everything else they can think of, like they want to make sure that I just be quiet. But you know what? They want to silence me just like they've silenced so many others. It's one of the reasons we don't get the support we should from a lot of very good Republicans, but they're not as brave as they have to be. And others are in agreement with us, but they're afraid. The people we're dealing with are evil and angry and destroying our country. They're destroying our country. And they want to go after me because they think a big mouth. I don't have a big mouth. You know what I have? I have a mouth that tells the truth. I have a mouth that wants to save our country. Now Biden is bringing into the United States tens of thousands of unvetted, unscreened Afghan nationals who never worked with the Americans before, including those with child brides. They have a child bride, 13, 14 years old. And we're going to resettle them, I guess, with the child bride. Are they doing that? With the child bride. A lot of those people that rushed the planes are not the people that worked with us. They're people that wanted to get out. You're going to see some bad things happen over the coming years. It's a disgrace. In just the last few days, one Afghan national arriving in our country has been charged with sexually assaulting a child, another with strangling and beating his wife, and in New Mexico, a great, great place, by the way, a group of male Afghan evacuees reportedly ganged up on a female American service member and brutally assaulted her. Ask Germany, how are they doing? They're not too happy. Ask Sweden, how are they doing? They want to tell you the nice liberal way, but it's not working out too well. Biden terminated our very hard fought for travel ban. You remember the travel ban? Like, we don't want people coming from countries that want to destroy us, okay? You know, it's pretty simple. On terrorist-occupied countries that we went through the entire system to defend and won in the Supreme Court of the United States. This travel ban went on for 2 years of litigation, and I ended up winning in the Supreme Court of the United States. It was very tough, because all it says is people that want to blow up our stores and blow up our streets and our cities, people that want to hurt people, people that don't love our country, we don't want you in the United States. That's the travel ban. And Biden is drastically increasing the number of so-called refugees who would be resettled in America and all over American communities all over next year. He's expanding that number. But the travel ban was so strong, it was so good. When a country was angry at us, when they were bad, when they had people that wanted to blow our streets up and our stores up and set stores on fire and set our cities burning, we had a travel ban. We said, no, thank you. You can keep them. We're not letting them in. He is now officially ended the travel ban. It's a disgrace. He's doing nothing to hold the Chinese Communist Party accountable for unleashing the virus upon the world. Biden did not even say the word China in his UN speech because he's too compromised to take them on. And he only briefly mentioned Afghanistan because his withdrawal has been such a disaster for him and our country, and by the way, for his poll numbers, which have tanked. In short, after just 8 months, Joe Biden is already the biggest failure ever to occupy the Oval Office. And I can think of a couple of people. I'll tell you what, Jimmy Carter is extremely happy right now. So is another president, but I won't mention his name because there might be about 3